This is Complete Comprehensive Study Notes Employees Provident Fund Organization EPFO. This comprehensive set of study notes is tailored specifically for UPSC EPFO, Enforcement Officer EO and Accounts Officer, and Assistant Provident Fund Commissioner APFC examinations. It covers the entire legislative, administrative, functional, and technological ecosystem of the EPFO. Constitutional background and statutory evolution. Historical framework. The concept of social security in India is deeply rooted in its constitutional directives. Post-independence, the need for a structured retirement and social security benefit for the industrial worker led to the enactment of Employees Provident Funds and Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1952. Constitutional backing. Social Security falls under the constitutional list 3 of 7th schedule of Indian Constitution, item number 23, that is Social Security and Social Insurance, employment and unemployment. Directive Principles of State Policy, DPSP, Article 41, right to work, to education and to public assistance in cases of unemployment, old age, sickness and disablement. Article 42, provisions for just and humane conditions of work and maternity relief. Article 43, securing a living wage and decent standard of life for all workers. Statutory genesis. The organization began with the introduction of Employees Provident Fund Ordinance in 1951, which was later replaced by Employees Provident Funds and Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1952. Act number 19 of 52. Initially applicable to just a few industrial sectors, it has grown into one of the largest social security organizations globally regarding its active subscriber base and the sheer volume of daily financial transactions. Second heading is institutional framework and administrative structure. The EPFO operates as a statutory body under the administrative jurisdiction of the Ministry of Labour and Employment, Government of India. So we have this flowchart, Ministry of Labour and Employment, and under which comes Central Board of Trustees, CBT, which is chaired by Union Labour Minister, under whom we have Central Provident Fund Commissioner, CPFC, who is the executive head of EPFO. And in hierarchy under him we have zonal offices, regional offices and district offices. Zonal offices are led by ACCs, regional offices are led by RPFCs, district offices are led by APFC/EO. We have Central Board of Trustees. The Act is administered by a tripartite body known as the Central Board of Trustees, CBT, Employees Provident Fund. The composition is entirely tripartite to ensure equal stakes and democratic governance. Number 1 is Chairman. The Union Minister of Labour and Employment is ex officio Chairman. Vice Chairman is the Secretary, Ministry of Labour and Employment. Government representatives are 5 members appointed by the central government along with 15 representatives from various state governments. Fourth is employers' representatives, 10 members representing employers in establishments covered by the Act. Employees' representatives are 10 members representing the working class and trade unions. Sixth is executive head. The Central Provident Fund Commissioner, CPFC, serves as the Chief Executive Officer of the EPFO and acts as an ex officio member of the board. We have executive and field hierarchy. Headquarters are located in New Delhi. Zonal offices are headed by Additional Central Provident Fund Commissioners, ACCs, supervising regional performance and compliance operations. Regional offices are headed by Regional Provident Fund Commissioners, that is RPFC 1 and RPFC 2, serving as the primary hub for processing claims, legal disputes and accounts management. Then we have district offices and special field offices managed by Assistant Provident Fund Commissioners, APFCs and Enforcement Officers, EOs, acting as the direct operational contact point for local establishments and workforce grievances. The 3 flagship schemes of EPFO are: the cornerstone of the EPFO's operations relies on the implementation of 3 specific social security programs framed under the parent 1952 Act. The first one is Employees Provident Funds Scheme 1952 EPF. Primary objective is accumulation of a retirement corpus plus interest payable upon retirement, resignation or premature death. Applicability: mandatory for all factories and specified industries employing 20 or more persons. It applies compulsorily to employees drawing basic wages and dearness allowance up to 15,000 rupees per month. Employees earning above this threshold can join voluntarily through a joint declaration under para 26(6) of the scheme. Funding mechanism: employee contributions are 12% of the basic wage plus dearness allowance plus retaining allowance. Employer contribution is 3.67% of the total. 12% employer liability goes directly into this fund. Permissible advances / withdrawals: members can pull partial, non-refundable advances for critical life events like constructing a house, higher education, marriages or serious illnesses. A full withdrawal is allowed after 2 consecutive months of complete unemployment. Employees Pension Scheme 1995 EPS. Primary objective: to provide a steady post-retirement monthly income. In bracket we have superannuation, disability pension or survivor / widow / children family pension benefits. Funding mechanism: employee contribution is 0%. Employees do not contribute to EPS. Employer contribution is 8.33%. Out of total 12%, employer liability is diverted into the EPS fund. Government subsidy: the central government contributes a flat 1.16% of employees' basic salary towards this pension fund. Eligibility constraints: a minimum of 10 years of contributory service is mandatory to qualify for a regular monthly pension upon reaching the superannuation age of 58. The third scheme is the Employees Deposit Linked Insurance Scheme 1976 EDLI or also IDLI. Primary objective: to offer life insurance protection to formal sector workers, ensuring their families receive immediate financial assistance if the worker dies while still employed. Funding mechanism: paid entirely by the employer at a rate of 0.5% of the worker's monthly wages, which is capped at 15,000 rupees ceiling. Employees do not contribute anything to this insurance pool. Assured benefit: the payout is calculated based on the employee's average wages. The maximum assurance benefit under the EDLI scheme currently stands at 7 lakh rupees with a guaranteed minimum floor benefit of 25 lakh rupees for families of workers who died during continuous employment. This is the end of first video.